All right. Welcome in, everybody. 4:45 on the East Coast, coming at you live for Wednesday's best bets in the NBA. We got a full slate running from 7 to 10 o'clock tonight. So you already know we're bringing in 7 to 10 analysts to drop their best bets. Let us know if they're on a side, total, player prop, same game parlay, all things go. So get your notepad out, load up the book, take the advice, customize it, do whatever you want to do. We're live on Twitter. Hit the link up in the title if you want to be featured in today's episode. Drop in your best bets, drop in your looks in the show. We got Sosa and myself here. Prop will be here shortly as well. And we got the rest of the crew. We got at least one, if not two people making their first time appearances on Daily Bread Media. So you already know we're bringing in the top analysts in the game. So make sure you're checking out all the content they're producing and following them on Twitter as well. Sosa, thank God the Phillies were on last night to really it was easy to turn off that Sixers game real quick because that defensive effort was less than impressive. You can talk about everything else on the offense, just a complete fucking no-show on the other side of the court, and that's just the toughest way to start game one.
Yeah, really not much for me to say in regards to that one. Just did not perform at a high level. Just absolutely, we just did not look like we were prepared. Maybe I'll give rust or whatever you want to call it to be the reason. But for me personally, just very disappointed for that. Daniel House supposed to be a 3-and-D guy. He can't fucking shoot. I'm still trying to figure out that one.
But good thing they didn't come here for analysis on the Sixers because on Calling the Shots, we talk about plays and plays only here. Your best looks for matchup wise. Daily Bread is where you get our banter and all that other good stuff. But you feeling good on this Wednesday? The Achilles feeling a little bit better?
I'm feeling amazing, man. I'm feeling amazing. I'm here to.
You should just start propping the crutches up in the back, man. Just really milk it.
Nah, I'm not even using those, man. I'll never admit failure like that. Come on now. Not gonna happen. Not me. No. But yeah, we got a newcomer to Daily Bread Media. Obviously, everything's new when it comes to calling the shots. We got our boy Tim Earl. I met him last year when we were doing hockey. Didn't know he was really into all sports across the board. Been capping sports for a cool minute. I'll let him introduce himself, but yeah, that's our first guy today. What up, Tim? How you feeling?
What up? I'm doing good. It's the first real day of NBA. You got 2 games yesterday. It's the first real big slate of the year. I'm excited for it. I got a bunch of just plays lined down the entire card. But it's exciting. I'm excited for the NBA season. My team's finally going now, so we get to see Denver tonight.
I love it, man. Well, yeah. For the most part, what are you liking for tonight? Whether it be bets on your team or just across the board, what are you liking and why?
Yeah, I'll give out 2 sides and then a player prop. I normally don't do a lot of player props, but I'll throw one out there as well. First one, because I like to look towards the teams that a lot of people won't look towards, and the first one I like is the Indiana Pacers tonight. I think this is a core that I'm just a little bit high on. I don't think they're going to be like a playoff team. They're going to be a team that's going to cover a lot of spreads for you. I'm really a big fan of the Buddy Hield and Halliburton duo. Jalen Smith coming from the draft, I really like him. Durante definitely has could have an upswing in his season. Miles Turner in the middle is always going to get his own. Going up against Washington, they've got Bradley Beal, and I mean they have my boys Monte Morris and Barton from last year, but I'm not really too high on Washington. I was able to get Indiana at plus money last night, or not last night, like a week ago, when I bet way ahead of time. So I was able to get them around plus 110, plus 115 area. I like the Pacers tonight at home in their home opener as one of my plays. The other side, so I go from one from the early, we'll go from the one from the late. Another team that I'm a little bit high on, I like the Kings. I personally got their money line at 118. I'm not going to recommend the money line now because it's like 145 area. But I do like the duo. I'm a big fan of Sabonis. He's one of my more favorite bigs in the league. He could definitely do it. I like De'Aaron Fox. Harrison Barnes is solid. I really like the core of this Kings team. Portland's got Damian Lillard, and that's about it. And they won't have him for the entire year, most likely. So I expect Lillard to kind of get traded before the season's over. So I'm gonna go. What? Sorry.
Keep going. You got it.
Oh, okay. All right, fine. But I like the Kings tonight. I took them. I got them on the money line, but at this point, got to take them like -2, 2.5 or something. A little bit better. And then my one player prop, I played it pretty much every game last year. It hit at 25%, which was enough in order to make profit. Nikola Jokic triple-double. I got it around 400 on DK. I think it's a solid line. He's going to get his own. We saw it last year. He got 19 triple-doubles in 76 games. I think he starts off the season strong. Denver going up against a weak and rebuilding Jazz team. I do like him to get a triple-double like he normally does. And that's $4.
My man. Rex, you like anything in regards to those, or are you just?
I mean, going against the Wizards in game one, where I think their biggest pieces, I don't know. I don't even think they know who their small forwards are going to be throughout the season. I like what they got in the backcourt with the youth and the athleticism, but going against them game one, I like that with a lot of moving pieces with that team trying to figure out what they're going to be this year.
Yes, sir.
Kings. Yeah.
All right.
I didn't have to use the buzzer on them. We're 1 for 1 so far on the episode. Yesterday, we only had to nail the buzzer on one person there. But make sure you're following Tim Earl, ESB on Twitter. Follow all the content he's producing as well.
Appreciate it.
All right. Let's just throw this banner shit off real quick. Do we got prop here yet? Nope. Still no prop. So coming at us live next, we got our man Taze, our Giants correspondent on Sunday Morning Quarterbacks. So you already know we're bringing him in for calling the shots. How we feeling?
I'm feeling fantastic, man. I love the NBA. This is my jam. This is my season. Went 3-0 last night. I know I wasn't on the show. Unfortunately, they called me into the office, so bad timing. But yeah, 3-0 so far. Going to try to keep it moving. Just try to stack it up, man.
Goose, get out of here. We don't need to hear that positive mojo yet.
You can say what you want, Goose.
Hey, man, listen, I got no comment. My team.
I ain't going to say nothing.
I got nothing. I got nothing in regards to that sport.
Stay in a baseball show.
This is a basketball show. Right.
That's right.
So, yeah, tell the people where to find you and what you're what you're on for the evening.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Taste2K. Always in spaces, run a VIP at Legacy Sports 101. It's been good so far. We opened up about 2 months ago, so we're just trying to keep it moving, just trying to stack up some units, win cash bets, and that's pretty much it. As far as tonight goes, so I'm trying to make an effort early on to stay off sides and totals. It's early in the season. There's a bunch of roster groups that changed. And I'm trying to stay away from those teams, player prop wise, spread wise, total wise. I'm sticking to the things I know early, right? And as things kind of develop and get deeper into the season, trends start to develop, right? And we can play those. So for tonight, though, first play is going to be DeJounte Murray over 14.5 rebounds and assists.
Nice.
Look, I know he's changing teams. I know he's going to play with Trae Young. I know that in some respects, each player's usage might be affected. And, I promised myself I would stay away from, certain spots and teams that had makeovers. And obviously Atlanta fits the bill there. But this number was 17.5, 18.5 all year last year. And I know it's a different scenario, but it's just too good of a deal for me not to take it. So I'm going to take it. I do think that we see Trae Young play off the ball more. I do think that's why DeJounte Murray was brought in. So I'm hoping that's the case here with play number 1. Play number 2, Damian Lillard, over 23.5 points. It's -120 on BetMGM. So Damian Lillard, right? I know there's gonna probably be a little controversy around this pick, as you know he was injured last year, and it's been a tough go for Portland. But if there's one thing I know is that the Sacramento Kings, and I know they have Mike Brown as head coach now, but they don't play defense. And Damian Lillard's been waiting 6 months to play, in the NBA again, and I expect him to ball out. His head-to-head stats against De'Aaron Fox are excellent. He averages close to 28 points a game. I think this number is probably 3, maybe even 2 buckets short. I think 27 and a half is a fair number, so I'll take the deal. 23 and a half points for Damian Lillard. Then there's going to be 2 more plays. There are going to be two parlay pieces in each one, right? So the first one is Ja Morant, 6 assists. I think tonight's going to be a close game with him and the Knicks. I do think that the Knicks are going to try to put some defensive focus on Ja, especially because they're going to be missing Jaren Jackson, and they're probably going to be missing Dylan Brooks. So I expect, hopefully, Thibodeau and the Knicks, they try to get the ball at Ja Morant's hands and make other people beat him. He's also cashed his number at like a torrid rate. Like this number should be 7.5. So I feel like the 6 is safe. And I'm pairing that with Miles Turner, 6+ rebounds on the Pacers. Tim kind of touched on it a little bit, in the earlier segment. The Pacers, they have like no bigs. Like it's Miles Turner. So yep. I'm going to be honest with you. I could see a double-double. This line is short. When it came out 5.5, I couldn't believe it. So I put Turner 6 rebounds together with Ja Morant 6 assists. It came out to plus 114 on FanDuel. That's the third play. And then leading me into my fourth play, these are 2 guys that they were wagons for me last year. It's Jalen Green on the Houston Rockets, 20+ points. The kid is a bucket. He's phenomenal. He had a great preseason. He had a great second half last year. And to be honest with you, the Rockets are like Jalen Green and even Kevin Porter Jr. to some extent. They're kind of matchup proof. They're one team that like didn't give up down the stretch last year. Like they played their guys through and through, no matter what the score was. There's a bigger picture for them from a franchise standpoint. So I think, like I said, he's matchup proof. Even if Atlanta does blow him out, I do think that, which I don't think they do, by the way. I do think Jalen Green gets to 20. And then lastly, I'm going to pair that with CJ McCollum, 4+ assists. CJ McCollum, obviously, he changed the entire culture in New Orleans. The whole face of the team changed. He's the leader of the team. He's the facilitator. He gets another weapon back tonight in Zion. And I'm going to be honest with you, the 4+ assists, I think, is pretty easy. So,
right at the buzzer.
The music is
Did you hit me with the buzzer?
Right at the buzzer. Right at the buzzer. There you are.
Well, those are the plays, guys. Four plays for you. Let's go 4-0. Appreciate you.
Appreciate
I like
you,
that one. Yeah. Fading the Hawks' defensive abilities and taking the shooting guard. Love that angle there. So
I like the Miles Turner double-double look. My bad. I like the Miles Turner double-double look as well. I mean, I think that it's a good matchup for him, and I think that he rebounds the ball at a high clip for them tonight. So I like that.
Appreciate you, boys. See you soon.
Yep. Be tapped in with Taze, and our next analyst is coming in. We'll have to get his attention because he's sweating, I guess not too hard, a game currently as well. And he can be tapped in with all the content he produces as well. We're bringing in our man, Canadian Cam. C_77 with a beautiful background behind him with the ugly hat on. How we feeling?
I'm feeling good. This hat was born out of the corner shot from Kawhi Leonard. Y'all remember it?
And he's gone.
Yeah, man. I'm feeling good. My team's up 2-0. Thanks for having me. It's my first time on here. So, let me get into it. Let me actually pull it up because I got a couple plays. And yes, I am a Raptors fan, but my plays are not born out of being a homer. So let me give you some credentials behind the plays. Sorry, just got to pull them up. All right, so first one, Fred VanVleet, -2.5, over 2.5 at -125 on Bet365 threes. Fred VanVleet takes 9 threes a game. He hits them at a 37% clip. He's probably going to shoot like 10 or something tonight. So I always go with volume when I bet threes. That's just how we play. Like he drives or he takes threes. That's it. And he's a great 3-point shooter. Our offense basically runs through him and Pascal. I also took it at over 3.5, kind of laddered up plus 205 to get you some plus money there if you're feeling that. But the easy bet's the -125. Allen over 10.5 at minus 111 on FanDuel. We can't rebound. We are super long. We are a top 5 defensive team, but we are 6'8" across the board. Allen should swallow the boards up against our dudes. Like, I don't even know who's going to play center tonight. Like, I legit, every time I watch him play, I'm like, I don't know who's going to play center. He starts with Precious sometimes. Boucher's in there sometimes. Like, they move it around. Nobody's above 5, not like 6'8". So Allen's going to get that, in my opinion. We're actually at bottom 5 rebounding team in the league, too, to show. Another Raptors plays. Raptors minus 2.5 at minus 110. This is not a homer play. The Raptors have not covered that only 3 times in the last 10 years. One of those times, we were in Tampa Bay. So that's not a home opener. The other time, we didn't have Pascal. That was last year. Pascal is our best player. Didn't have him going into the season. Cool, we lost that one. And then another time was Indiana a couple of years ago. You saw the poll from the GMs and the coaches or whatever. Toronto is the hardest place to play in the league for multiple reasons. Our crowd's dope. You guys got to get up here for a playoff game to watch yourselves get smoked. But something about coming through customs Americans don't like, even though they have their own line. Like, they can just go straight through. It's real easy. It's like, it's no different than going to any other fucking place. It's not hard. So whatever that issue is, it's an easy one, but it bothers them. They don't like it. It's unfamiliar. Anyway, we don't lose our home openers. If you're going to take the Cavs, which I respect the Cavs, take the money line. Don't take them to cover. It's stupid. Just get the value because it won't be that type of game. And I got 2 more, minus 7.5. The Nuggets at minus 112. I can't understand I don't get the line. I don't get the line. I just don't understand it. Like, I tried every angle. The Nuggets are just that much better. And then finally, my last play is Josh Giddey over 1.5 threes at plus 145. Now, if this was last year, and if I didn't watch his, and just to give you some background on this, because it seems like a dumb bet based on his threes from last year, but in pickup games and practices, he was taking a lot of threes. And then he did it in preseason. He's been taking at least 3-4 threes a game, and he's hit 3 in all of them. So for me, it's just one of those plays where I've been paying attention to what he's doing. They're asking him to take more threes. Shai's going to play, so he's going to have some more space to play with too. So a plus 145, I really like that number. That's at DraftKings. And yeah, that's it. I didn't want to get the music to play me out, so I had to run through those quickly. But those are my plays for the night. Feeling good.
My man, listen, I know you're not like a huge homer either. I know from a gambling standpoint, you understand. You might love the team, but sometimes the play's not there. I'm a big fan of Van Vliet and his threes. I also think that we're going to see a level of ascension from Scotty Barnes. I took Scotty Barnes over half a 3 at minus 113. That's one of my plays for the show.
I like it.
And like you said, Achua. I think Achua is a prime candidate for a double-double. You're going to get it at crazy plus odds. I personally believe that you have a good shot.
Yeah, man. And the thing is, the Cavs backcourt don't play defense. Donovan Mitchell, I don't care what you say, he's not going to play defense. I think Okoro sucks. The only thing I would watch for with Scotty is that he doesn't get gunshot. I think if he takes 3, he gets 1, 3 to 4. But sometimes he misses the first 2 and he kind of pulls into his skin. I hope that's changed this year because I think he's going to have a good year. So I like that bet. I hope he just has the licenses to fire away because the number at minus 113 over a half, if he's taking 4, the volume's there. So it's a good bet.
Sir. Love it, man. If y'all aren't familiar with Canadian Cam, he's been a part of our circle for a cool little minute now. We talk all the time in regards to all sports. Love to get any insight on the Raptors. We'll definitely have you on later on in the season. And as always, appreciate you tapping in with us, my guy.
Of course. Take care, and we'll chat soon. Respect.
Yep, and if you're a footy guy, make sure you're following Cam. He'll be going live today as well. So always tap in with him there. All right, let's see how quickly I can do this. All right, we got to get better. Stopwatch at about 2 seconds there. We got our man Prop coming in here. How we feeling?
Yes, sir, man. Busy and tired, but ready to make some money tonight for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that Raptors talk got a little tough, but it's always tough to go against opening night angle with that way. Saw both home teams roll.
I'm interested to see how the Raptors, not the Raptors, how the Cavs come out. I want to see how it all gels together. See, is Garland going to facilitate more and let Mitchell attack? I'm interested on how that dynamic unfolds.
All right, let's bring in our next analyst of the night, the Guru Joe. Just give him a second to get that camera turned on, but we got him rolling in with us for another episode. How we feeling? How we feeling?
What's going on, guys? How we doing? How we feeling?
Yo, what's good, bro?
Feeling great.
Oh, you know me, always on the move, always on the go, but I got some plays locked in for tonight, and I'm ready to make this bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So for me, I tried to keep it really simple. I isolated two sides that I liked, and then I went with some player props. For starters, I'm gonna go with the longest shot of the night. This is probably like a 3/4 shot type of shot. It's a plus 50,000 same game parlay. For me, I'm using DraftKings $5 free bet that they offered for it. So hopefully I could run DK for $2,500 tonight. So I got Cade Cunningham 3+ threes tonight, as well as him over 7.5 rebounds. I got Ivy over 3.5 rebounds. Sadiq Bey over 5.5 rebounds. Cole Anthony 20+ points, and Franz Wagner over 15.5 points. So 6 legs total, all in good advantage spots, targeting the weaknesses of each team's. From last year, kind of not expecting too much of a difference from either squad this year. I know Paulo, is going to do his thing this year, but not too worried about it. Then another one that I got for tonight, somebody mentioned it earlier, last season, Nikola Jokic, 19 triple doubles. I'd be shocked if he didn't have at least 25 this season. He is the cog that keeps the machine going for them. So I built it out. If you guys have FanDuel, DraftKings, make sure you're building out when you want to take a triple double, because they're going to try to rob you if you just click a base triple double. I did the math. For me, if I were to take just Jokic triple double, it was plus 330. Where when I built it out for Jokic 30+ points, 10+ rebounds, 10+ assists, it came to plus 831. I played that tonight for half a unit to bring in 4.16 units. I think he's going to dominate. I think he's going to facilitate. And, I told you guys last week, one of my futures is Jokic to get the most rebounds all season. Starts tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets at least 15, but I kept it safe with 10. Then I move it over to the Cavs game. I'm taking the Cavs as the short dogs here at plus 122. I know they are on the road, but I think they're a young, depth-filled team. They maintained their core from last season. They're young. They're hungry. I think they got a lot to prove, and I think they make a statement victory tonight. Then last but not least, I got the Spurs and the Hornets over 221.5 points. For me, neither one of these teams are really good at defense, so it's going to be scoring in abundance. And, the Spurs last year showed me a lot of times that their defense is just fouling. So, as we know, the more times you get to the foul line, A, the more statistically speaking you should score, and also B, it stops the clock. So more time to keep going, more time to get more points. I think this total probably ends up around the 240 range, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to take a stab here. That's all I got for tonight, guys. I appreciate you guys having me on the show as always. Make sure if you don't already follow me on Twitter at DeGuruJoe. More than happy to answer any questions you guys have. And also make sure, of course, you're following everyone else that comes on the show, because they're all great. And I appreciate Sosa and Prop and Rex for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
That was a perfect little plug, bro. That could be like our commercial or something, man. I like that shit, bro.
Until next time, we appreciate the Guru. All right.
Hey, Rex, you was making that noise because of the Phillies, wasn't you?
Bro, Soto dropped a fly ball in the sun. Just completely just bitched out and ran away from the ball because he lost it and it didn't want to hit him, and it cost him a run. Pretty funny. Who we got coming up next? We got our man Jonesy Trends coming at us live again. How we feeling?
What's
good?
The hair up today.
No, bro, I just got off work, man. It's cold here, bro. We're in Indiana.
Oh, okay.
How cold his internet hates him.
Interesting. That's how cold it is. Never really go to. I've driven through Indiana. I never really.
Ice cold.
Yeah, it's ice cold. That's
very
that
flat.
Wi-Fi is freezing.
Very.
We'll
flat.
reset the clock whenever he pulls back up. He'll be back.
Yeah, I see he's back on his phone. Let me bring him back in real quick.
Bro, man, I was on my computer. Computer done died on me, man. Now I'm on my phone.
Man.
That's
Sorry.
crazy, bro.
Getting onto the show, my computer was dead, and I didn't even know. So
Yeah, my computer dead, bro. So that's cool. Whatever.
Right
All
back,
right,
Bill.
we back. Like I was saying, it's cold in Indiana, bro. We gotta wear a hat, hoodie, man. Just got off work, so. For me, I'll make it real quick and simple. De'Aaron Fox over 23.5 points. Last home opener against Portland, he dropped 27. He covered this number in 9 out of the last 10 games. Prior to last preseason game, he dropped 21. I think he's just going to be cooking. He's been different ever since Halliburton left, bro. So absolutely love De'Aaron Fox tonight. You look at Portland, bro, they're just absolutely horrible as far as on the defensive side of things. Obviously, I mean, they have Dame Lillard, Anthony Simmons. They're going to be good as far as 1-2 position. But as far as that, I don't see anybody checking De'Aaron Fox. He's just he's nice. He's nice in my opinion. I backed him a lot last year. He was a moneymaker for me, so I'm gonna continue to back him. So I'm on that, and then the next play is Tay's already touched on it. I was on Jalen Green, 20 points, and CJ McCollum 4 assists. I don't need to really get into it much since he talked about that already. And then the last play is Clint Capella over 21.5 PRA. For me, he's covered that number in both outings versus his old team Rockets, and who the hell do the Rockets have that's going to check him? I don't know anybody that can hold him. So I know he did get hurt with a thumb injury in preseason, but I don't think that's going to stop anything. I can see DeJounte feeding him. Like I said, the Rockets, they're going to be shooting the ball. It's going to give him plenty of opportunities for him to get rebounds. So I like that, and I think that he'll be able to score at will because, like I said, they don't have a big that's going to be able to stop him. DeJounte will be feeding him. Trey will be feeding him. So I think he could 21.5 is just really low for me. He covered it, like I said, in both starts against Houston last year. Then he covered it in 7 out of the last 10 games that he did play. So that would be my looks here. I'll make it real quick, real simple. Should be a 3-0 day. Still shitty about Harden. Harden got hoed on the assist yesterday. Ruined my shit. So
The game is the game, man. I was sick about that too, but he'll win it back for you tomorrow night. Don't even trip.
oh yeah, we're running it back. Double tomorrow. Book it.
We're on the same page for sure.
Book it.
But yeah, man, make sure you guys are following Jonesy Trends. He's always locked in with us, always supporting whatever content we put out, and I greatly appreciate you being a part of the show. Bad beats are gonna happen, man. That's part of the game. The good thing is we're right back today.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
the
coming
difference.
for blood. I'm coming for
That's
blood.
the difference.
Bro,
So I did
Should
not
be-
have
should be good.
I did not have a particularly great opening night to the NBA season. I lost on 2 hooks. So
Man,
I lost on 2 hooks, and Harden's ladder did not get it done. So the free stuff that I gave out yesterday, not it.
It was just crazy that they cashed it, bro, and then took it. So you know what I'm saying? Like that don't sit well with me. So
Today I got 5 plays in total. I'm back. I'm just like you said, we're back for blood. I'm not playing around. Yesterday was not it. But that's the good thing about the old days. The old days, right?
yeah,
I know the old days was just yesterday, but anytime I get to quote the wire, I'm gonna do so.
for sure.
My plays for tonight: Tyrese Halliburton double plus 108. I'm a huge fan of Benedict Mathurin. I think that he's a perfect fit to go with Halliburton. Halliburton showed that he is a legit point guard, legit playmaker. Gets everybody involved, knows how to find his teammates and pick and roll. I think Miles Turner will have a role in the offense with him, and I think that this team could be, they could be better than people anticipate. I really love Ben Mathurin. I think that he goes well with Halliburton. Halliburton, you getting his double at plus money. Probably won't get that very often as the season progresses. So I'm gonna take it with the plus money if I can get it. So that's my first play. Second play is going to be Ant Edwards, the Minnesota Timberwolves, over 4.5 assists at -104. It's his show. I like D'Angelo Russell, but AE will be running a lot of pick and rolls. He will be the main guy in the offense. At the end of the day, I like him to get 5 assists tonight, -104. 2 other plays that hold value to me. Scotty Barnes, over half a three-pointer made at -113. I mentioned that obviously when Cam was here for his breakdown of the Toronto Raptors game. So that, and then my final play is for the lotto play, and that's going to be Jalen Green, 5+ threes at +360. I'm extremely high on Jalen Green. I think that he has superstar potential, can really be that guy. Last year, towards the end of the season, obviously we bet on him a lot because him and Bones Highland were going at it for the rookie lead for 3-pointers made. Cashed us out a ton of money at the end of the year. I think that Jalen Green is on the upward trend. He put on a little bit of weight. I think that I expect actually some level of ascension from him defensively. I'm really looking forward to what he brings. I love Cade Cunningham, but Jalen's athletic prowess gives him a different edge than Cade, because Cade's not an above the rim guy. Jalen can really fly. And obviously putting on a little bit of weight and adjusting to the physicality towards the end of the year last year, I expect really big things from Jalen Green. I expect that second-year jump, even if the team's not great. I mean, I can also believe that Houston will be in the Wembanyama Olympics, like we mentioned yesterday. That's going to be a real thing, bro. That's a real thing. And if anybody is mistaken, there are teams that are equipped and ready to lose for this kid. Houston's going to have to make that decision. I'm guessing like towards the middle of the season, if they are, somewhat close to 500. The expectations are very low. No one expects this team to win 30 games, but again, I do believe that we do get a second-year ascension from Jalen Green. Same with Cade Cunningham, but I think
real
Jalen
quick
could
though,
be special.
like
Go ahead.
Jalen Green, bro. Like if you look at it post All-Star break, like I've been watching him since high school, bro. So like when he gets comfortable, bro, you can just see it. Like pre-All-Star break, or pre-All-Star, this guy was averaging around like 14 points a game. Post All-Star, He moved all the way up to 22.1 points per game, bro. Last 10 games, he was averaging 26.1.
It took him about 3 months of NBA ball to adapt to the physicality.
Yeah,
early in the season, could push him off his spot. You could see he hit the weight room a little bit, and the game started to slow down for him in the second half. And so I'm in agreement. Like we didn't really know each other then, but like now, like that, yeah, he was somebody that I was extremely high on. Prop, what you got for us, bro? We wait for you. What you got for us tonight?
So I got 3 looks so far. I'm tempted to sprinkle on Wendell Carter to get a double-double, sitting at plus 106. I didn't pull the trigger yet, but I do think he'll be able to get there. I don't think Isaiah Stewart will keep him off the glass. I was kind of big on Wendell last season as well. I couldn't talk you off his points at 15.5. I was looking at teasing it down to take him for 14 points and 8 rebounds. That's sitting at minus 110 on FanDuel, but I'd rather get the plus money for it. But official looks for the show, I'm going with the Miami Heat minus 3.5 in the first half. That's in at a minus 128 on FanDuel. That's an outline on the first half spread. No Zach LaVine for the Bulls. It's going to be the DeMar DeRozan show. We've seen the success that Miami had against Chicago last season. I think they locked DeRozan up once again, and the Bulls struggle to create anything on offense. I think it's a Miami Heat show today. I think they really run the Bulls out the gym. I couldn't talk you off the 11+. Next play, I like the Denver Nuggets money line parlay with the game going under 229.5. That's sitting at plus 106. I think it's the same thing. The Nuggets minus 7 is an easy play as well. The Jazz, I mean, the lineup they're putting out there is just not capable of competing with a Denver Nuggets team at full strength. Michael Porter Jr. is back. Jamal Murray is back. He might be limited, but Denver just has too much on the offensive side. I'm not worried about the under because I don't think Utah is gonna put too much pressure on the Denver defense with what they have. I'm not scared of Mike Conley. You know what I mean? Vanderbilt either. I think Joker will have his way. So Nuggets money line, the game under 229.5. That's plus 106. My last look. Oh, I got one. Didn't I have one more? My last look. I'm going with the Pelicans money line, man. I'm fading KD. I'm fading the Nets. I think this Pelicans team, we saw with the potential they had ending last season. You give me the value with them with the return to Zion, with the dysfunction.
That's extra spicy. I love it though. I love it.
Yeah, it's like plus 126. I'm riding with the young boys, man. I think they get it done. I think they have the length to match up with the Nets as well. And I think Zion. Man, I think Zion has a night. I mean, I got his point prop earlier, so I can get that out now. But VIP, I took it at 18.5. Jonesy was on that with me. It's already at 21.5 now. So if you
gonna have that in the first half, 18 in the first half,
bro, it's disrespectful, bro.
Plus money,
disrespectful, bro. Yeah.
Who the fuck they got in the paint?
Plus money. So I think Zion has a game, and this is
Nick Claxton's fucking chest in,
bro. And it's like, so who's gonna guard him, right? Then McCollum. So who's Ben Simmons on guard? Probably Ingram. It's
A lot of chest caving coming tonight, bro.
Pelicans have
Zion about to.
Pelicans have the matchup advantage everywhere, bro. I think it's a Pelican spot. And when I saw they was an underdog, I kind of was surprised. I'm like, I know it's KD and Kyrie, but nah, man.
Steve, I'm glad you took it for me because I had that same exact thought what you just said there.
Yeah, bro.
The fuck they underdogs for?
It's
kind of like, why are the Spurs minus 110 tonight?
Yeah, I saw that. That game was a pick 'em.
It's a lot with in regards to them. Like
Pop 7-1 in his home openers. Yes, he has a bunch of different better players in previous years, but I don't know. One team seems like they're built for this home opener tonight. One team seems like getting a dub can change the mantra and can change the motivation so they could come out hungry. But I just think their head's in a different place right now in Charlotte.
Yep.
Spurs are in the Wembanyama Olympics. Charlotte has an owner that can't decide what they want to do. Like, I think they should be I think they're in the Wembanyama Olympics too. Like that roster not winning shit. That roster's not winning shit.
Not winning nothing, bro.
If you want to tank, listen, I ain't gonna lie. Wembanyama's the star, the stud of this draft. But this draft's really fucking good. It's not like some a one player draft. It's just he's amazing.
It's just that he's so good. It kind of overshadows the rest of the guys.
Scoot's good. The twins are good. But they got about 6-7 guys who could really change the fortunes of an NBA team. You know what I mean? Wembanyama just like he's like the 102 prospect. We got about 6 or 7 at 97, 98. You know?
Yep.
Generational, bro. You don't get too many guys
he's
like
special.
that.
No way around it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, Jonesy, we appreciate you tapping in with us.
Always,
make sure
man. I appreciate you having me.
With him, with all his other stuff. Anything else three of us want to get into before we wrap it up? Did no one play a side on the Mavs Suns?
I don't want to talk no more about. Man, I'm not taking no side on that. We got a Suns team trying to prove that that they to come back from last year, they got put out by this team. I know people are expecting Luka. I think everybody's on Luka to get a triple-double. I ain't going to lie, bro. What I saw from him in the summer is just he could be gearing up to be doing some really, really amazing shit in the NBA this season. I'm not the biggest Luka fan. Like I respect and accept that he's a superstar talent. I just feel like it's gonna take a bit. You know what I mean? It's gonna take a little bit before this team gels. I like Phoenix as a regular season team, and obviously a team that has that bitter taste in their mouth coming off losing a series to this guy. So that's just my expectation and what I would like to believe. That's all.
Yeah, that's really the last point I had because that's probably the marquee matchup of the day. 4-point spread. I was trying to see who was going to be back in it there. I think Memphis rolls the next tonight. So that's my play for the night. I'll take the Grizz -4.5, -110.
Love it.
Yeah, I wanted to take the Grizz too, but I saw they missing a couple guys. That's why I stayed away.
It's all right. Home opener, they'll come out.
Yeah.
Jury just hit a dinger, so that's why I said fuck. But other than that, until Friday, we'll be back at you live for calling the shots. Tomorrow we'll have Daily Bread and JD's DFS for college football, and then paid for play Sunday morning QBs on the weekend. So make sure to give us that like, retweet, follow, sub, and all the analysts. Run it back if you're just tapping in now. I think we had 7 different guys drop their best bets for today. So run it back if you want to see what they had. We appreciate all of you. We out.
Peace.
Peace.